What's poppin' YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse, Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And in this video right here is if you have Mercury in Taurus, and I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know what your Mercury sign is, if you don't know too much about yourself through astrology or numerology, if you still to this point, let me move up, yo. Still to this point don't understand how important, drastically, urgently, vitally important it is to learn about yourself through astrology or numerology, don't worry, I got you. I put a couple links in the description of videos you have to watch first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you look at your birth chart or your natal chart, it's the same thing, and you realize that your Mercury sign is in Taurus, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get popping, shall we? Like you already know, before I start, I'm gonna give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what Mercury and Taurus people look like and act like in reality. So to start, we got Johnny Depp, Stevie Wonder, Kanye West, Megan Fox, Jessica Alba, Naomi Campbell, Cher, Lenny Kravitz, Janet Jackson, Morgan Freeman, your boy Notorious B.I.G., rest in peace, Malcolm X, rest in peace, Selena, rest in peace, and Miranda Cosgrove from Drake and Josh. That was my shit. Anyway, so Mercury and Taurus. First of all, let's talk, what is Mercury? So in this astrology channel so far, we talk about your sun sign, which is your ego. It's like your brand name, so to speak. We got the moon sign, which is your emotions, how you feel about things. We got the rising sign, which is your physical appearance, how you present yourself to the world, how others perceive you upon first impression. We talked about the Venus sign, which is what you're attracted to, what you like to spend money on, what you find value in life. Talked about your Mars placement, which is like your action, how you go about getting what you're attracted to, your sex drive, your drive in life. And now we're talking about Mercury. And Mercury is how you think. Mercury is how you speak, how you communicate with people, how you intellectualize things, and how you think. Remember, Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Those two are very communicative signs, especially Gemini. So Mercury is how you think and how you speak. So having a Taurus and Mercury, we all know about Taurus energy. Taurus is the stable sign. Taurus is very grounded, extremely practical. Taurus have the reputation of being lazy, but I'll just say they're very they like their comfort a lot. They're very comfortable in their surroundings. Like nice things, like material, kind of materialistic, low key, but you just like nice things, like stability. So having the Taurus energy in the category of your Mercury placement, somebody that has a Mercury in Taurus, first of all, somebody is going to be very, a Mercury in Taurus person will be very like steady in their speech. They're going to be very practical in how they think and what they want to do and how they speak. But all in all, they're going to be very slow and steady in how they speak. And I remember Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Venus is like that planet of love and beauty. Venus represents like attraction. People like being around people that have a lot of Venus placements. Venus is like graceful, beautiful, just like anything that's beautiful is like Venus. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. So like when they speak, you will hear like that Venusian like quality when they speak. Like they have really soothing, high key. The women that have Taurus Mercury are very sexy when they speak, like high key, soothing, sexy tone of their voice. But they're gonna talk slower, steadier, because the way that their mind works, remember Mercury is like how you think, it's how you learn, how you intellectualize things. Mercury moves fast already, but Taurus, because it's so slow, Taurus is a rock, it like drastically slows down Mercury. So like when they're thinking, when they're speaking to somebody, information comes in their head and they really think about everything that happens before they come out with their mouth with words. So like a lot of times when they're saying something, what they say with their mouth is like a piece of what's really going on in their head, because like they actually like to take their time and really think about everything that's going on. They like things to be practical, steady, like things to be, organized in a way. So when they're talking, things go in their head, they want to like organize it, and then they'll speak it out in a soothing, Venusian, sexy way, in a slow, steady, practical way so that you can understand them. Now, my last video was on Mercury in Aries, and they talk a lot. They talk a lot faster. They talk a lot like straight to the point, cutthroat kind of thing. So having a Mercury in Taurus, if you're dealing with people that talk too fast a lot, that are really up in the air, or just really like not really steady in what they're saying, you will feel like overwhelmed. You'll feel confused. You'll be like annoyed, because it's like, bro, slow down. Tell me what you want to tell me. Like, be practical, make it organized. Like, just slow down and make sure I can really grasp what they want to say. So in this video, I'm gonna talk as slow as possible, but I'm an Aries sun, so it's kind of hard. But I definitely understand that y'all like to learn things in a practical way. So I'm not saying that y'all slow mentally. It's just that you actually care about the small things, I guess. Not detail oriented like the Virgo, but you actually like to see the whole thing. You actually like to actually carefully place what you want to place. You actually care about what opinions matter to you and what doesn't. And because y'all stubborn as hell, remember Taurus is automatically very stubborn because it's a fixed sign. And having a fixed sign means you're stubborn, because when you set your mind on something, you're fixated on it and you're not changing for nothing. Nobody can tell you to change. You're not going to change for nothing. So before y'all fixate your mind on something, you want to make sure you make the right decision. So having a Mercury in Taurus, these people most likely take longer to make a decision because they want to weigh out all the options. They want to really make sure what they're doing will benefit them in the long run. And now when I say that, high key, like remember, Mercury is how you think as well. So they're going to always think about Taurus type things. And remember, Taurus, all they like to do is be comfortable in their surrounding. They want that comfortability. They want that good food, that good sex, that good communication, but also stability is very important. So when they get like rushed or when they get bombarded with information, what they really care about is, all right, so that's very interesting, but how's that going to directly impact my paycheck? How's that going to directly impact my life, my stability, my possessions? How's that going to impact me? Like, impact my stability, basically. Like, that's what y'all think about. Like, how's that going to directly impact me? And if it doesn't impact your money or your stability or your family, y'all don't really care. Y'all don't really want to like pursue that. Y'all don't really like put your energy towards it. But as soon as something will benefit y'all monetary wise, will benefit your family, will benefit your comfort, that's when you put your energy into it. And that's when you really want to care about, especially about that conversation. But learning wise, y'all like to learn in a very practical way. Last video, Aries Mercury, like I said, they don't really want to learn about reading a book and sitting there and actually like studying like in that one spot. But having a Taurus Mercury, you can actually have the patience, because Taurus is extremely patient. You actually have the patience to actually sit and to read and study and make sure you read all the lines and everything is perfect. You actually have the patience to actually practically learn something in the old school like reading way, or just any way that helps you like really take your time and be patient about intaking information. Remember, Mercury moves fast, but Taurus slows it down. So everything that comes in your mind, everything that makes you want to learn something, everything that when it comes to communication is going to move slow and steady. But it's going to come out, that quality is A1, because it's going to be that Venusian quality. It's going to be that soothing quality. People love hearing you talk. People like being around you when you're speaking. People that are not fast like that probably don't like that, because they like that quick-witted, or they like that quick response. Like a lot of times you talk to a Taurus Mercury person, you tell them something, and then you literally see them sit there like in a blank face sometimes, and then they'll respond. It's like they're actually really thinking, and then they come out what they say. So somebody that's really quick would be like, bro, hurry up, let me hear what you gotta say. But yeah, I definitely like to take your time when you're speaking. And now, having a Taurus and Mercury, you can also make money off of your speech, how you speak. Because remember, Taurus is the second house. Taurus is the possessions, the stability, the money, and all that. So y'all could really do good career-wise through how you talk. An example is like, look at Morgan Freeman. He was on the list of celebrities. This man made so much money by just speaking. His voice, that Taurus Mercury voice, that soothing, steady, like people can automatically know that's Morgan Freeman through his voice. Like that Venusian voice, like his voice, you could really make a career by just speaking, kind of thing. Look at Notorious B.I.G. His voice is very dynamic. Look at Selena, her voice is dynamic, very beautiful, very Venusian. So the voice pitch for Taurus people are it's very beautiful, very Venusian. Y'all are it's more easier for you to communicate through writing than speaking, because like when you're writing something, you can take your time, and whatever goes in your mind, like I said, a lot goes in the mind automatically. It's Mercury, it just has its intake of information, so a lot goes in the mind automatically. When you're speaking to the Taurus Mercury person, they're going to tell you something like a filtered version of what's going on in their mind. So they tell you, like, they kind of find it hard to really truly express everything that goes on in their mind, because they want to come out in like that practical way. They don't want to really offend nobody like that, because they have Venusian, they want to be appealing to others. But writing allows you to really take your time. It's on your pace. Everything about Taurus is like doing things on their pace. Like they're stubborn, so they're not going to want to rush just because you want them to rush. They want to do things on their pace, their practical way, like their steady way. But writing will allow you to like really do things on your pace, to allow you to really like express what's going on in your mind by writing. And some advice for y'all: if you sing or anything like that, if you write your own music and you sing, understand how automatically you're gonna really be good at this, because like the voice automatically is really like soothing and beautiful. So if you're really good at singing, which a lot of y'all really are, and you can write your music, that's like a key to success right there. But yeah, having Mercury in Taurus definitely communicate better through writing than speaking in a way. But you're gonna be compatible with people that can really understand the way you speak, can understand your pace, can really complement the way you think and how you talk. You're not gonna be good, like I said, with people that talk too fast, that bounce from subject to subject, because that confuses y'all. But all in all, though, the most important thing for a Mercury in Taurus person is making sure that their stability is intact. Mercury is how you think, so you will always be thinking about, all right, so what can I do that will help me make some more money? What can I do that will help my family be more secure? What can I do that will make me feel more comfortable? Remember that comfortability factor. So definitely work on the that comfort zone that a lot of Taurus people get into. It's not just Taurus Mercury, but Taurus energy in general. Y'all really stick in your comfort zone a lot, and because y'all stubborn, y'all get stuck in it. And because y'all stubborn as hell, I'll add that to it, y'all don't want to change for nothing. So really look at yourself and be like, all right, so I know I'm a very fixated person, that whatever I set my mind to is gonna be locked in, and it's gonna be like, I'm gonna do that, I'm not gonna change. So whatever you're doing that you're locked in, look at it and be like, all right, so is that benefiting me, or is that something that helps me out in the long run? And if it doesn't, and people are giving you like advice, or people are giving you like their opinion on what the matter is, a Taurus Mercury person will take a very long time before they actually change their mind and actually be like, man, you know what, you're actually right, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they really take their time in changing their viewpoint on things, because like I said, very extremely fixed. So when you're trying to tell them something that they have to change, or that you want them to change, or you think will benefit them if they change, be patient with them. Be extremely patient with them, because everything about them is practical, and they want to be set in their ways and set in their standards. So if they already had a set way, a set standard of doing something, and you're trying to change that, it's going to take them extremely long before they can actually switch their mind to be fixated on something else. So all in all, be patient with them when you're trying to change their mind on something. Taurus Mercury people, be a little more open-minded to changing a little bit, even though change is hard as hell. I understand, like, y'all don't like things that don't come in order, that fall out of order. Y'all don't like things that are not like consistent. I understand that. But if like more than one person is telling you the same thing about yourself, really like take into consideration what they're saying, and really look into yourself. Be like, all right, so maybe that person's right, maybe they're right. I gotta like really figure this out and try to change something about what's going on, kind of thing. A lot of times Mercury and Taurus people, they come off like they're shy. So like when you're first meeting them, they're not the type to be, hey, what's up? My name is whatever. Like, what's your name? They're not the first to be like all up in your face trying to introduce themselves and all that. Because like I said, they're very patient. They take their time. They want to make sure you're like you're able to compliment them. They want to make sure you're able to understand them. They want to make sure you're safe for them to really open up to. So they'll come off shy at first, but it just takes them a long time to open up But once they open up and once they express themselves to you, then you're gonna really appreciate their Taurus Mercury energy, because they have a way to really see something and look at everything through practical lens. So like when they're giving you advice, when a Taurus Mercury person is giving you advice, they're telling you that through like a extremely practical lens, extremely patient, and it's all about the gain of either money or stability. So understand that their vision in life is very commendable too. So also listen to a Taurus Mercury person when they're giving you advice. Like I said, y'all can make money through your voice. So if you're singing, stick on that path. If you're a really good songwriter, if you're good at writing in general, it doesn't have to be music, but if you're good at writing, you can make money through like your Mercury Taurus mind. So like if you're good at writing, good at singing, you could really pursue that and be like, as a career. Look at Morgan Freeman. His voice alone just made him hella money. You know what I mean? So also, having Mercury Taurus, you will have difficulties dealing with people that are too against the grain kind of thing. Y'all have like a militant mind, like very militant. You want to be stuck to the course, because it's all about progress. You don't like doing things that doesn't have an end result, which is why when you start something, most of y'all always follow through on finishing it. It's like a waste of time if you're gonna put energy into something and you don't finish it. It's like, nah, I want to be here for the end result. I want to be here for what it's gonna look like when it's finished. So a lot of y'all are really good at sticking through things that you start. Really good at making sure that everything is in place, is orderly, is practical, and is in place. So understand that you have this very fixed energy to you. So very stubborn and fixed energy to you. So like just like the rock, which is like why people around you can really rely on you. They really know whatever you say is what it is, because you're really like militant like that. Everything you say is very practical and it is what it is. This is why changing for y'all is very hard. But understand that about yourself, and you can use that to your advantage to like whatever you want to do in life, whatever you want to succeed at. Once you set your mind on it and you have the practical a practical way of setting it off or making it work. Once you set your mind on that, understand that you have it inside you to really carry it out, and you're not going to stop, you're not going to change, you're not going to do anything past whatever you set your mind on. So that's a very commendable trait. But also remember, people look at you like, yo, you are stubborn as hell. Yo, like this is really too slow or whatever. People look at you, look at what you're doing and be like, you're doing it too slow, you're too long, like it's too practical, or it's just you're too stubborn, basically. So people look at you like that. But if you see in your head, in your heart, like whatever vision you have, like whatever you want to do, and you can see like clearly in your mind, like the laws of attraction, when you can see whatever you want to do clearly in your mind, be careful who you tell your dreams to, who you tell your passions or your plans to, because they can like really tamper with your affirmations or whatever you're trying to attract. A lot of times when Mercury and Taurus people are talking as well, they like to talk in like simple terms. They like to talk with simple words. They don't like really using a lot of big words, because everything about them is very simple and practical. So when you're speaking with them, try not to be so extra with your vocabulary. You want to really make sure like you're getting to the point in the most simplest, practical way possible, and that's how they'll really grasp that information. So all in all, though, Taurus Mercury, this is a very good placement to have if you could use it wisely. But if you don't, like, if you feel like, damn, I talk so slow, or I learn slow, or I'm too like practical, too stubborn, understand that you can take that energy and put it in a more positive way. Like, look at it like, all right, so when I speak, I have that Venusian quality to myself. People like hearing me speak. People like hearing the way I talk. My voice is soothing. I talk in a very slow and steady, so people can really understand what I'm saying. So use that and put that into whatever career you're trying to do, whatever your passion is, whatever your life purpose is. Really use your energy to like propel yourself in life. Like I always say, like, don't look at your placements in negativity. I began some comments talking about like, I don't like my placement. I hate having this placement, whatever. Like, try to look at everything in your life as there's no coincidences. There's no coincidences. Everything is here for a reason. Everything is set for a reason. So look at the positive in everything, every single aspect you have. If you have a lot of negatives in your aspects, You look at those as your weaknesses. Look to like put your focus on trying to work on those weaknesses. But understand that every single placement you have, there's strengths to it as well. So don't be too like one-sided, like, damn, I hate this placement, I wish I didn't have it. Understand that you have this placement for a reason. So it's gonna help you in life in general if you really can really focus on the negatives and change it into positives in a way, if that makes sense. So that was my video on Mercury and Taurus. Hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is gonna be on Gemini Mercury. You already know I'm about to go in. If you have subscribed to my channel, appreciate y'all for real. You already know I fuck with y'all. If you haven't subscribed yet though, go ahead and handle that with time for your boy. Drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'ma see y'all when I see y'all.